folks. This morning soap is the last one I have like this. This one here is mentholated from TFS. This is what the soap looks like on the inside. It's 125 milliliters or just over excuse me, 4 ounces of soap. Got the Allen block here, no rubber band. Still got just a little bit of the unscented witch hazel that's mentholated. Going to be following up with the Osage Rub that's menthol and eucalyptus. Off camera I'll be using the Shaven Sailor beard oil. Shave of the day, this will be the second one with the Schick Eversharp Hydro Magic. That's what it looks like on the underside. It's got the lever there so that this bottom part will drop down, so it makes it a little bit easier to clean up. Excuse me. It's got ribs here. Makes it easier to hang on, bigger handle than the predecessors, I guess you might say. I've got it whipped up here in a Sarabachi bowl with a Colorado razor design brush. Nice and wet. Go ahead, and I've already wet the face, but I'll go ahead and get started with what's left of the of the cube here, Preshave. There's not a lot left of it. That cube is getting pretty small. That is not much left. It's taken a while to wear it down. I think that's, I guess you might say, money well spent. If you're wondering, that was this would be the fourth of the soaps there that came out, I guess you might say, in that series. There was a blue one, red, yellow, then green. And it took me a while to find a website that had them. And I'll put a link down below for it. The website that I have down below will have all, I think it has all 4 of them if I remember right. I found more than one website that has them, but one of the websites that I found only had 1 in stock. The one I'll have down below will have all 4 of them. And it's not here in the States, so you'll probably pay out the nose for the shipping. Just a warning there, if you decide to get all 4 of them. And I don't know for sure whether or not that if you, guess you might say, buy a few more products like some Figaro, that in other words, if it'll help out with the shipping cost or not. In other words, to make it more worthwhile. But there's some other items there that might make it worthwhile if you throw some more items in the box, or if it'll make it even worse with the shipping. I know with Gifts and Care, last time I looked at their website, the more I threw in the box, the worse it got. There was a break-even point, so you'd have to kind of follow along. The more you put in there, watch the shipping cost to see where your break-even point was at. And after a while, it just got to the point where it just seemed like it was just easier for me to try to find a site here stateside that carried what I was looking for. And sometimes it's not possible. But I think at times it seems like Maggard Razors has a, sometimes will have what I'm looking for. Sometimes, in other words, here of recent history, there's been a few items I've noticed that they've been starting to carry that there for a while I was having to go to someplace like Gifts and Care or something like that, to hunting for those items that I was looking for elsewhere. You just have to hunt around sometimes. As it goes for the price on the Osage Rub, I'll have a link down below for West Coast Shaving. It's not that they have the best price, but the shipping is free. And they said it's for a limited time only, so if you're interested in getting I think this is 14 ounces. 14 ounces, and if you're interested in the milliliters, that's 414 milliliters. In other words, it's a good size bottle. It's going to last you a little while. There's a little bit of the lather there. I did whip it up on the wet side, like I normally do. I do smell the eucalyptus. This will be the second use on this blade. Pretty smooth shaver. I have to say, when it comes to most of the Schicks, I think there's only one that's very aggressive that you may have to pay a little bit more attention to the shave. But most of them are pretty good shavers. I mentioned, I think it was in yesterday's video, about this one shaver I haven't used very much that I plan on using next. It doesn't take 10 twin blades if I remember correctly, if I got this figured out straight in my head now. But I think it is a type N. To me, I find it a little on the unique side in that, like this handle here, it is short, a little bit on the quote-unquote fat side, or thick, if you will. It does have the tapered in, as if, you know, like most of the other shavers where you put your little finger underneath there. This particular, there was some more shaving cream. This particular shaver does not have that kind of style. The handle is more long and slender, and it's a somewhat different design altogether in the handle. And as it goes for the head, it is slightly different also. I'll show you here in just a moment. I have shaved with it once. I don't recall that it shaved. I don't recall that much anything different about the shave. So I thought I would revisit it, shave with it a few more shaves, see if I can pick up anything that might be that much different than, I guess you might say, its predecessors. Could be just like a lot of the other shavers. It's just a smooth shaver. Could be some differences about it, not a whole lot. In other words, kind of splitting hairs and differences. And for some folks, it might be the difference that they're looking for. You can smell it. It's just coming right on out of the knot as I'm painting it on. This handle, if you're wondering, it is that big. It's a little bit larger in diameter than some of the other brushes I have. If you're wanting something a little meatier, I guess you might say, I'll have a link down below for his Etsy site. I've got a lot whipped up there in the bowl. I got carried away. Tom Petty was on the radio. I can get really good shaves with these things. Quite easily could be the daily shaver without a problem. And I do prefer the Personna blades over the Schick blades, as it goes for modern. I haven't tried the vintage blades. One day maybe I'll get adventurous and buy some. Might even try some of the PAL blades. Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with where I'm at with the Personna blades. Guess you might say the consistent quality, the performance, I'm alright with them. I have to say that this style of handle is pretty nice. It feels comfortable in the hand for me. Don't have real big hands. At least I don't feel so. I mean, I guess they're average. Even though when it comes to glove size, I end up getting, I think it's large. Tell you what though, this shaving cream does whip up somewhat on the creamy side. Just what I got right there, I could shave with that. There's not much left. Once again, I mean it's a smooth shaver, but it's pretty darn efficient. There's not a whole lot left. If I wanted to, I could probably do a 2-pass shave, adjust my direction of strokes on the second pass, and be done. I think that's the reason why I get so excited about injectors, is that most of the ones that I have shaved with, I feel like, in other words, by the end of the second pass, that I don't have much left. I don't have a problem with weepers or anything of the sort. I get really good shaves with them. Same thing with the single edge shavers. You know, the blades that take, you know, what most people refer to as the paint scraper blades. I get really good shaves with them. Enjoy the heck out of them. But just to go through the normal, I guess you might say, with the grain, against the grain, across the grain, you know, just that normal direction. With this, I get the majority of the whiskers, and there's just not a whole lot left. And if I was to take a moment and I guess you might say practice the 2-pass shave, and on the second pass figure out what angle to do the stroke on the second pass, I could do a 2-pass shave with these and be done, and have a very smooth face. And to think if I discovered this all these years ago, especially when I was in the Army, Lord. Back then I was using in between the big single edge, you know, those yellow and orange shavers, and the Good News shavers. You know, I can't tell you how many times I tore my face up with those. Not good shaves back then. Hated shaving. You know that saying that you may hear from time to time, especially nowadays, grave before shave? Yeah, back then. Oh, the puppies are alive and well this morning. Yes, very good shave this morning. I guess for those that have trouble shaving with injectors, I guess I feel sorry for you. I feel like you're really missing out. I get such good shaves with them. Sometimes I wonder if it's more of the blade issue as opposed to the shaver itself. If there's more manufacturers that could make a blade that might be more suitable for your face or beard type. Maybe it's the blade issue. Which I kind of think probably so. That might be more of the issue as opposed to the shaver itself. Normally our high school football games are played on a Thursday or Friday night. Most cases Friday, but since we're in the playoffs, tonight's going to be Saturday, being a Saturday night game, which is not very often, but since we're in the playoff semifinals, tonight is Broken Arrow is going to be in the semifinal games, which is going to be exciting. Which is a kind of an odd start. Usually the games start at 7, and I think tonight's game is at 6. Starts at 6. Probably trying to beat some of the, you know, this being in November, sometimes, you know, gets a little cool. If I remember right, the game starts at 6 tonight. So I definitely will be listening to the game on the radio. With every expectation that we're going to win. We seem to have a pretty good, not only a good offense, but a defense. We have a number of games where the opponent's offense didn't score very many points, if any. And one game in particular, I think it may have been the last game of the regular season, if you total up all the opponent's score and in that particular game and compared it to how many points our team scored, yeah, that's how it worked out. Sorry, that's terrible, I know. Looks like my 2 spots down there are starting to heal up pretty good. And that one up there got a lot smaller over 24 hours. Not sure what that one was all about. And believe it or not, I don't have any stinging this morning. It's a great shave. I know, shouldn't be bragging, right? But it is great when you get a good shave. Unscented witch hazel, mentholated. Menthol is the theme. And I might go with another mentholated theme shave tomorrow. And use a shaving cream. I think that's the an event tomorrow on Sundays to use shaving cream, and I think I'll go with the shaving cream tomorrow. Omega. I haven't used Omega shaving cream in a while, and it's menthol, mentholated. Nice, cool, refreshing, cooling effect. Our weather's been wacky. Overnight lows been down in the teens. Highs been just above freezing. Next thing you know, we're up near, what, 67, 68 for the highs. Yeah, Oklahoma, what can you say? It's definitely time for a haircut. I have noticed, and I understand, maybe in different parts of the world, this is pronounced in a different manner, but in my part of the world, that's Osage. Osage Rub. That's how we pronounce it over in this part of the world. It's sort of like Arkansas. And if you're in Kansas, it's not the Arkansas River, it's the Arkansas River. Arkansas River. Just saying, just let you know. especially if you travel in that part of the world. It's not the Arkansas River, it's the Arkansas River. And there's a town. It's not Arkansas City. Just letting you know. Gonna be smelling good this morning. I had a great shave this morning. It's great to start your Saturday off like this. Nice, smooth, comfortable shave. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.